This is Modern Refugee. Out there in the middle of that field, about 65 yards in front of me, is my get home bag. And I got it covered up with my white poncho that I carry with me in this type of weather. And this is going to be my signaling versus camouflage video. I wanted to show kind of the effectiveness of that camouflage. Sometimes when you're moving, you don't want to be seen. And that's why I carry those white cover-ups with me in this type of environment. Here's a close-up of my bag and white poncho. Gives you kind of an idea of what it looks like up close. And as you can see, it still blends in with the environment quite well. And that's kind of why I carry this with me in the wintertime. Got the fire going inside here. Figured we'd talk a little bit about this camouflage signaling thing that I alluded to a little bit earlier. I got a few items set down here on my workbench that I want to kind of go over with everybody. Adjust my camera a little bit here. Trying to give you guys a little bit better video. I bought myself a tripod today, so here we go. This is what I showed you a little bit earlier. This is my white camouflage poncho that I carry in the wintertime to cover myself up if I want to kind of get out of Dodge unseen. And nothing better than a little bit of white when there's snow on the ground. This is my summertime, fall, spring camouflaged poncho. Both of these are very large, so they'll cover both me and my pack if I'm hiking or trying to get home if something bad happened. This one right here has actually got a nice little pouch. It zips into itself, so this is actually really compact. And then this is the one I carry in my hiking pack. My earlier video showed the differences between my hiking pack and kind of my get home bag, and that's kind of what I carry for ponchos. Now, like I said, this one's in my hiking pack, and then these two switch back and forth between my get home bags. Now, the other items that I got here, these are more for signaling, and this was brought up to me about from one of my subscribers about the difference between signaling and camouflage in your bags. I kind of covered camouflage here, like if I'm something bad happens and I need to go from where I'm at to come home or whatever, I'm going to want camouflage. I'm not going to want to be seen. I want to go as quickly as I possibly can and as quietly and as invisible as possible, and that's what these items here help me do. These are for signaling. Now, if I was going hiking on a known trail, we were going in northern Michigan, canoeing or one of the state parks, or we were going like at the Pictured Rocks or something, I'm going to be carrying these type of items right here, what I got in my hand. These are just basic glow sticks. I get these in like the party section. These aren't even the real expensive glow sticks, but I'll show you here what they kind of look like. They light up and they glow. So they're going to kind of stick out, and that's kind of what you want. Another thing I carry is just a square orange cloth like this right here, just folded up kind of in a Ziploc bag. I can take this and tie it to a branch or something if I need to make a signal flag or whatnot. It's like next to nothing as far as cost goes. A whistle, it's kind of the quintessential survival thing to have with you. The only thing I added on mine is I added a kind of a dog clip on, so I can clip it onto gear as well as carrying it around my neck or pocket or whatnot. This is called flagging tape or trail marking tape. Now, what this is used for is marking trails. Hunters use this, but I like carrying this, especially like if I'm canoeing or I'm on the water and I'm on a river somewhere. I don't know exactly where I'm at, and I gotta go from like the river inland for some reason. Somebody got hurt or whatnot. I can actually take little pieces of this, pull this apart, tie this off. I can tie these on branches and kind of give myself a reference to find my way back to where I was at. The same thing as if it would be snowing outside. I want to have a little bit of a reference to where I've been and whatnot, then that's what this tape is for. Again, this is like $1 a roll. It's not very expensive. It's just a strip of plastic. And then, of course, my headlamp. Now, this headlamp here kind of goes for both, but what it has is it has a red light. And red light is actually doesn't stick out as much out in the woods as a white light. So if I like want to look at a map or something, kind of don't want to be seen, this is kind of the light I want to use. I've used these before hunting, going in and out of a blind or something. When it's dark, I don't want to alert anything. This just gives me enough light that I can see, but it doesn't broadcast to everything in the area that I'm, kind of in the around. So that's kind of what this is for. And then here's my bear bell. Now, sometimes I get grief for carrying a bear bell, but this has a couple different purposes, and none of them got to do with a bear. Now, like if I'm hiking with kids or something and they can hear the jingle of my bell, they know they're close enough to me. But if they can't hear my bell, kind of my rule is if you can't hear my bell, you need to catch up. You need to always hear this bell jingling when I'm walking. And one other thing that this bear bell actually has on it, it has a magnet inside its little pouch there. I don't know if you can see that, but that magnet is supposed to keep this bear bell from making noise. So if you want it to be silent, you put that on there and it kind of deadens the sound a little bit. But the other thing with this magnet is if you got a needle with you or a little piece of metal, you can put that on that magnet and you can magnetize it, and then you can make yourself an improvised compass out of it. So this thing's got a couple different uses, and that's kind of why I carry these items. One other thing with like a poncho, like a camouflage poncho like this is I also carry a backpack stove and canister of gas. And what comes in handy with this is if, let's say I'm really cold and I need to stop for a second, I want to warm my hands or whatever, I can take this poncho out. I can light my little backpack stove and canister. I can set that down in front of me, and I can throw this poncho over I can open this poncho up and throw it over my head. And then that way I can warm up my hands or whatever, and nobody's going to see the light from my little backpack stove. So it's kind of it covers you up too. It's not just for covering me when I'm walking, it's also for covering me up if I need to stop for a minute. And that's kind of why I carry these items. I just kind of wanted to go over that. This is, like I said, this is because of a subscriber's question. So I want to combine this with a big thank you for 100 subscribers. I broke 100 subscribers over the weekend, so I want to say thank you to everybody out there that's watching my videos, and keep watching. I've got more stuff coming, and I want to thank all my watchers and subscribers. You guys have a great day.